where we last left off, because I did rewatch the session, so I know what happens. What we figured out, or at least we believe we figured out, the cause of the mechanoloid attacks that have been happening all across Able City, which is Sigma, the commander of the Maverick Hunters, appears to be the one behind it. None of us are 100%, and we do want to get answers, but we're all incredibly skeptical, especially Tamaskin, who doesn't really know who to trust anymore. He's afraid to trust the Maverick Hunters because his commander was behind this, so who knows how many others are behind it. And Lugwasp has already been skeptical about the Maverick Hunters, but this has just kind of cemented it for him that, no, I don't like the Maverick Hunters. As for the others, Sphinx is curious about this. For reasons that the group aren't fully aware of, but after Sphinx did sneak in and see Sigma fighting Storm Eagle, he's just curious on why Sigma is doing this. Maybe his job, what he should do as a Maverick Hunter, is related to whatever Sigma's doing. As for Phoenix doesn't quite know what to make of the situation, mainly because they were created, again, like a week ago. But they don't like the violence that's going on. They were programmed specifically by Gates not to like violence, and the fact that Sigma might be causing this violence is something that they do not approve of. So, our group was going back to the Mechanoloid Repair Center in order to get some supplies and also try to talk to Douglas about what they should do now for their current situation. So does anyone want to say anything while they are walking back to the repair center?
God, I hope that was the only thing that's roaming around the city, or was roaming around the city.
Yeah, hope so.
We never know in these parts.
But why? Why would... How could... Oh.
It's honestly kind of the messed up thing. Usually, you could be reasonably sure that your block around here isn't going to be incinerated by a giant robot, but... well, I guess not anymore.
And as they continue walking, and they get close to the repair center, something catches their eye. The side wall of the repair center appears to have been blown open by something. Does anyone want to try to roll an intelligence check to see if they can figure out what it was?
I will.
Alright. I'll roll for you.
Even I'm like the dumbest one on the team, but I'll do it.
Oh.
I did it in the wrong fucking chat anyways.
Oh, wait. Which... Oh. Yeah. I'll still count that for this time.
Yeah.
Alright, so Lugwasp is
roll.
Oh, I mean that's up to you if you want to roll for Phoenix. I'm not sure if Phoenix would be able to figure it out, but I would assume that Gate would have put in some knowledge of certain weapons. So if you want to roll,
Look what they did to the shop. I mean, I guess I don't know who they is. It could be just an it. But
I mean, yeah, 2022.
Jesus!
So,
Corey,
what?
are we playing? I forgot to ask you at the beginning, but just popped in my head. Are we playing Fridays and Saturdays next week?
Oh, yeah, okay, yeah. Really quick, just pause the game just so I can officially. I mean, I said it in the chat, but I'll just officially say it. I got first shift, so from now on until some other changes happen, or if I'm busy, we can play Fridays and Saturdays now.
Awesome.
So.
Sorry,
Yeah,
that just popped in my head. Didn't mean to interrupt you.
that's fine. That's fine. So yes, starting next week, we can play Friday and Saturday. So, as they're all kind of looking at the whole Lugwasp looking in absolute terror, Sphinx actually tries to think, and he starts thinking back to his time at the hospital. He does remember one other gunshot that sort of made the same impact on the hospital wall. Was not from him. It was actually from...
What game are we playing?
We're playing MegaMan.
Okay. So, I'm going to probably eat something here in a little bit, and then
Okay.
I'll come back on. And have we gotten to where my character is yet, or?
I mean, technically, your character's still with us right now. So,
all right.
I mean, if you want, I can come up with an explanation on why you're gone really quick. If you want me to.
Yeah, that's fine. Not a problem.
Okay. All right. So, Sphinx doesn't remember their name, but he remembers that it was some purple Reploid. He had a very odd head. That's the one thing that Sphinx remembers. Sphinx kind of called him a buckethead every time he would actually come into the hospital, but this was the first time that this Reploid attacked the hospital. And this purple buckethead used to be a maverick hunter. But that's all Sphinx can remember.
God, how long is it going to take to repair that?
I think we should probably be more concerned with who's in there.
Right.
And
people just walking into my shop. I guess they can walk in, but...
So, as... Oh, what was that, Jacob?
I said...
It's a public place.
So, as they all cautiously walk in, they see, like, right by that hole in the wall is Douglas, and he seems to be cowering from somebody.
Hey, Doug! What happened here?
Boss! And he with a shaking hand, points over in the far corner. And sure enough, this confirms Sphinx's memory. Buckethead is standing back in that corner. Now, this Reploid has a purple and white color scheme, and he's heavily armed. He has slots on sort of the knee pad of the armor on his leg, which Lugwasp can immediately find out are meant for mines that can drop out. He also appears to have bullet rounds that are attached to his wrist and small gun holsters attached to them as well in order to fire the bullets from his wrists. And most notably, he has a giant cannon attached to his shoulder.
Oh,
And Tamaskin's eyes widen. Vile? How'd you get out?
why are you in my shop?
And the Reploid turns around to notice the group. Oh, I guess I was followed. Oh well. And he simply turns around to what he was looking at. Now, Wasp does see what this so-called Vile appears to be looking at. It appears to be the unidentified ride armor that they had gotten into the shop a while back. All that him and Douglas were informed about with this armor was that it was incredibly dangerous, very armed, and was not to be touched. And it appears Vile is about to touch it.
Hey, hey,
Does Lugwas want to go over to him?
yes.
Okay. Does he want to do anything, or does he just want to, like, fly up to him?
He's just gonna fly up to him.
As he does this, Tamaskin tries to reach out for Wasp, who flies past him. Don't go near him! Vile is incredibly dangerous!
Yeah, well, so is what he's about to touch, which he isn't supposed to be touching anyways.
And as he goes up to Vile, turns one of his wrist guns at Wasp. You know, he's right. I am very dangerous.
You just...
Can you roll speed, please?
Oh, God. Oh.
Oh.
Oh. Okay. So, Vile
More dangerous.
Vile attempts to fire those bullets, and as the rounds are flying past...
Actually, could that have been like a roll to just sit there?
Oh.
'Cause fucking, like, my armor, or Lugwasp's armor stat is really good, and his movement is garbage. His armor is 13!
That's true. That is true. Okay, yes, we can do that. Okay, so Vile fires his bullets at Wasp, who's still flying up to him, and to Vile's shock, they just kind of bounce off, and Wasp is able to grab onto Vile. And do you want to shove him away, or what exactly do you want to do?
Yeah, just shove him.
He shoves Vile away from the ride armor.
Sphinx has wings, right?
Yes.
So can Sphinx like fly up in the air, like to get an overhead view of what's going on?
Yes.
Okay.
You just did the equivalent of breaking into someone's house and then got surprised when the owner came back? As if we followed you.
I'm sorry. I'm just trying to get my ride back. And he motions to the ride armor. And before Lugwasp can say anything, he does look at the ride armor. And something that surprises and also kind of annoys him is this armor is a very distinct shade of purple, matching Vile's shade of purple.
Guys, I will be right back.
Alright. And something he knows that the Maverick Hunters love to do, which also annoys him, is they love to paint their vehicles the same color as their armor. So...
Oh. Well, wait, why do you have to... Why couldn't you go... What is up with you Maverick Hunters and not using the front door? I don't get it.
He isn't a Maverick Hunter. He used
He's
to
a
be.
Maverick.
He used to be an S-Class Hunter. He used to be working alongside Zero and Commander Sigma, but he lost his marbles and started murdering people.
Well, I don't care how many marbles this thing doesn't have, he can still use the front door.
Well, where's the fun in that?
Exactly.
I've got this giant arm cannon here. What do you think I'm supposed to do with it?
I mean, I usually think cannons like that are used for combat, not removing obstacles that don't need to be removed.
Alright. Vile, how are you out? You were locked in top security prison with 24-hour surveillance! Yeah. 24-hour surveillance, except for a little you-know-who. Don't tell me. Oh yeah, it was Sigma.
Sigma's a traitor.
Here? Wasn't Sigma?
Wasn't Sigma a hunter?
And, Tamaskin, he's looking confused, but incredibly angry. Oh, yeah. Yeah, I guess the news hasn't gotten out yet. See, Sigma had a brilliant idea. He thinks that we Reploids, we've been oppressed too long by those humans. He wants to start a revolution. Now, I don't care what he wants to do. He needed me, and he let me out. So, I'm gonna do what he asked and have a little fun. And he, starts walking back up to, the ride armor.
I want Lugwasp to jump onto the ride armor.
Oh! Does he want to jump inside of it?
Can Sphinx fly inside of it while he jumps on it?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
Sure. Okay. Really quick, can you guys roll for speed? And I can roll for you, Jacob, if you want.
Yes.
And you will not get away with this.
Fuck.
Oh!
Was that
Okay.
successful?
So...
Was mine successful?
Yes.
So... Wasp tried to fly into it himself, however, Vile dashed up, grabbed Wasp's wings, and tried to throw him down on the ground. As Wasp turned to fly right back, Vile aimed his arm cannon and was about to fire. But right as he was going to, he felt one of the arms, one of the large metallic fists of his ride armor, swing back and hit him. This
Oh.
punch hit him through another wall of the repair center.
God damn it!
And this was Sphinx in the machine.
Victory! I did it! I did
Hey.
it good.
Good job!
Thank you.
Alright, and Tamaskin starts revving up his one of his turbines on his arm. I don't know how you got out, or what Sigma's doing, and I don't care. I'm bringing you back where you belong. Now I gotta roll.
Watch, he's going to miss.
Damn.
Hey, if you missed him, roll for me. I'll try to attack again.
Hang on, I gotta... Okay, his... Oh, what would that... I guess that would be dexterity. Okay. Alright. So as he revs up his turbine, he aims it forward and shoots out a large gust of wind. The wind blows through the newly opened hole in the repair center and hits Vile. Vile is tumbling down the road outside, and the wind even starts breaking chunks out of the pavement. But Vile is able to grab onto the pavement, digging his hand deep into it, and is able to stand back up. And as he aims his arm cannon down, he fires. And this blast appears to be an electrical one. It fires through the hole and it hits Tamaskin. The sparks start flying throughout his entire body, and he lets out a horrible scream in pain. Now, something to note about Reploids is something about all Reploids, even X, though no one really knows what his is all Reploids have resistances and weaknesses to certain things. Unfortunately for Tamaskin, his big weakness is electricity.
Sorry about that.
Are you okay?
I'll be fine. Just don't let him get away.
Sphinx!
Okay,
Yes.
so does Wasp want to get onto the armor with Sphinx now and dash
Sphinx?
after Vile?
Sphinx wants
Yes.
to try to use another. Well, as he's flying in, he wants to. Sphinx wants to try to attack again.
Okay.
I know an attack Sphinx could do. Let's
Also,
play it.
really quick. Phoenix, you back?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So just to give you a heads up on what's going on, we went back into the repair center. There's this buckethead dude named Vile who is a notorious criminal. He's trying to steal this very powerful and very dangerous ride armor. And at the moment, it seems like we're kicking the shit out of him, but he also just fired an electric shock right into Tamaskin, which is his weakness and has him temporarily down for the count.
Oh.
But Sphinx is still in the machine.
Yeah. Sphinx got into his ride armor. So another thing to mention about this ride armor, it has one large metallic fist, but then the other arm, instead of an actual arm, it just has a giant mounted machine gun.
Nice.
Does Phoenix want to do anything?
What's his face? Buckethead guy.
So Vile is currently outside. He got launched out of the repair center with a punch by Sphinx in the ride armor. So he's currently outside on the highway, but he is making his way back into the building. He's about 5 feet away from getting back inside.
I guess Phoenix wants to try to. No, I can't roll because I have food, but I guess Phoenix wants to try to, pick him up.
Okay. Here, I can roll for you if you want.
What's this?
How successful was Sphinx with his other attack?
Oh, I haven't rolled for that one yet.
Oh, okay.
Okay, I will roll for that right now before
That was impressive. Watch this.
I illustrate. Okay, oh man. Ooh. Okay.
No. It was
Okay.
recurring.
Okay, so here's what's gonna happen. So, Phoenix swoops out through the hole, and with their talons on their feet, grab Vile by his shoulders and slightly lift him up off the ground. Now, he tries to charge up a blast from his shoulder cannon to hit Phoenix. However, as he does, Sphinx dashes in through the ride armor and tries to aim another punch at Vile. As the punch is about to hit, Vile, he lifts his bottom half up so that the punch misses and his feet are now on top of the hand of the ride armor. And he is aiming his wrist guns right at Sphinx's face.
Uh-oh.
And he
Someone
does
save me.
start firing.
Someone please save me. This hurts.
Okay. Tamaskin is trying to get up, but whatever that blast was, that electricity, it seems to be more than just a regular blast. Tamaskin can't move.
Oh! Can Lugwasp pick Tamaskin up?
Yes! Oh, yes. Okay, roll for speed.
Someone get him off of me. He's hurting.
Ah, fuck.
Oh,
Wait,
man.
why is this speed?
To see if he can get over there quick enough.
Oh. I didn't realize there was... Okay.
Yeah, well, it's because we want to try to get over there before he finishes blasting Sphinx's head off.
Oh, yeah, right.
Yeah, which is... I mean, okay, unless instead of picking him up and taking him over there, you want him to pick up Tamaskin and throw him.
Yes!
Okay.
Wait,
Wasp flies
Tamaskin's
over.
the one that's on the suit right now, ain't he?
No. Okay, so here's where everyone is right now. Lugwasp and Tamaskin are still inside the repair center. Tamaskin is currently paralyzed from that attack that hit him because he's weak to electricity, and it appears this electricity also has paralysis. Lugwasp is about to fly in, grab him, and try to throw him at Vile. Now, you, Sphinx, are outside in the mech suit, and you try to punch Vile, who is currently grabbed by Phoenix, but Vile stood on top of the fist of the mech suit. So,
Fun.
Lugwasp grabs Tamaskin. Oh, okay.
By grabbing Tamaskin, would that allow some of the electricity to go from Tamaskin to Lugwasp?
Yeah, because like electric travels through bodies.
Because I feel like that would be a good thing.
I suppose so.
If it's too much of a stretch, then don't do it. It's fine.
No. It's not too much of a stretch. It's just that's like this situation hasn't happened with like the information I'm referencing here. So I can't say that it couldn't happen. It just never did. But that, like, there's nothing saying it can't be like that. So I would assume so, because the electricity is coming out of Tamaskin's body. It's not all being, like, contained in him. The sparks and stuff are flying out. So yes, if he is grabbed by Wasp, then
You guys hear me?
he can absorb some of the electricity.
Okay, yeah, we can hear you, Jacob.
Does this?
Yeah,
microphone work?
you were telling it, but yeah, I can.
Yeah, you sound a bit quieter.
Yeah.
Oh, I'll switch my microphone.
There we go. Now you sound better.
Does that one sound better than my other mic?
Yeah.
That's a shocker. Okay.
All right, so Lugwasp places his hands onto Tamaskin, and he can actually feel the electricity start coursing out into his hands, and it is slowly going throughout the rest of his body. Now, Wasp knows he does not have the speed in order to go through that hole and get Tamaskin over to Vile in order to possibly take him down. So what exactly does he want to do?
Tamaskin.
Yeah.
How could you currently deal with being thrown at someone?
And he tries to rev up both of his arms, and while they do sort of stop a couple times, he is eventually able to get them going. I think I got one shot in me.
Alright. I'll try to make it count.
Okay. Using the power amplified by the electricity, Lugwasp picks Tamaskin up and throws him through that hole. Okay, I gotta roll. Oh, I'm scared.
If he misses, can I attack?
Go ahead and roll.
Oh!
Let's see what we get. Oh, hang on.
Okay. Damn. So
What is it? Nat 20?
he launches Tamaskin through that hole. Tamaskin puts both fists back.
Oh wow,
And as
cool.
he flies out, he passes over Sphinx's head, which was currently getting shot. And Vile doesn't even have time to react before both fists slam into him. And that is when Tamaskin activates both turbines at the same time. 2 tornadoes fire out, launching Vile through multiple buildings. Now, they can't see exactly where Vile fell, but he fell a good bit from there. And after that was done, Tamaskin falls onto the pavement.
I want Lugwasp to rush over to Tamaskin. Well, his equivalent of rush.
Serves you right.
Jesus, do you think you're gonna make it?
Yeah. Yeah, I should be okay.
Well,
So Sphinx is a medic. Does Sphinx want to get out and try to help him?
Yes, but he wants somebody to watch the suit to make sure the other guy doesn't get back to it.
Okay. So, actually, Phoenix, would you like to be the one to watch over the mech suit?
No.
Phoenix?
I'm gonna take that as a yes.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
I need you to
Phoenix,
watch over this mech suit. I have to go check on this 6 civilian.
So Sphinx does get out of the mech suit and he goes over to Tamaskin. It appears that the paralysis has been cured, but Tamaskin is still pretty damaged. He's barely even able to stand up on both feet. He can't even fully stand right now. I'm actually going to roll for Sphinx just to see how much he can heal at the moment.
sorry. Yeah, I was gonna say, Phoenix could go, like, pick the guy up and make sure, like, and if he can't do that, just make sure he can't, like, get back to the group.
Oh, okay.
Who is Sphinx? Who is Sphinx fixing right now?
Tamaskin, my guy.
Okay, well, can he speak to Tamaskin?
Yes.
Tamaskin. I'm gonna try everything I can to save you. Are you feeling any typical pains anywhere unusual?
Does my entire body count as unusual?
Yes.
Well, actually, now I can't feel anything.
Well, let me see what I can do to fix you.
So, Sphinx actually does retract one of his arms, and he actually comes out with a syringe. Now he sticks it into Tamaskin and starts running some diagnostics and bioscans and trying to figure out what he can do about Tamaskin's systems. As he's doing that, Phoenix flew through the holes that were blown into those buildings, trying to find where Vile has gone. Phoenix, you want me to roll for you to see if you can spot Vile?
Yes, thank you.
You're welcome.
Do you think that Sphinx can like somehow keep the mech suit throughout the game?
I mean, so far that seems like that's probably what's going to happen. So, Phoenix is trying to look around, is looking through all the areas where Vile should have gone, and eventually is able to find a crater, just a very small crater, which was most likely caused from Vile getting slammed into it. But they aren't able to actually find him. Now, Phoenix tries to scan through their systems to see if they can find anything out on Vile. And all they can find is a news report that seems to be from whenever Vile went from Maverick Hunter to Maverick. It was actually a newspaper story that Gate had put into their memory. And it appears to state that S-Class Maverick Hunter Vile, who was known for his exceptional work in disarming and destroying Mavericks, had gone Maverick himself, killing multiple innocent Reploids, other Maverick Hunters, as well as the Maverick that they were trying to capture during that mission, and had been put into custody for an unknown amount of time, and his sentence was unknown. Now, we cut back to Sphinx, who is still trying to heal Tamaskin. Tamaskin is getting healed back to normal. And
Did you hear that on your end, or is it just mine?
hear what?
I keep hearing static come through my speakers, and I don't know why, and I didn't know if y'all heard it.
I can hear it sometimes.
So it's not just my
your
side.
end. No, it's not just your side. It's coming. It is coming from you, but I'm able to hear it.
I wonder why. There, I fixed it.
Yeah, I think that did.
Nope.
Guess this is just gonna be there. Now, Tamaskin is about at half health, and I do just want to say that how Sphinx sees Tamaskin's like diagnostics and everything is like a video game health bar, and it's up to about half right now. Unfortunately, that seems to be all that Sphinx can currently do.
Hold on. Does that feel any better?
Yeah, it does. Thanks.
You just be careful. Watch your back.
I will. And he turns to Lugwasp, and Lugwasp was making sure that nothing was wrong with the ride armor. Nothing got messed up. There were no like bad scratches or anything. And then after he made sure that was okay, he turned back to the repair center, which now had an even bigger hole punched into it. And Douglas walked out. Is it safe to come out?
Probably.
And
I mean, I guess there's not really that much. There's not really that much of a difference between in and out. We kind of have a giant hole in one of. We kind of don't have a wall.
So what was that, Phoenix?
Could I have Phoenix return to the group?
Yes.
They were kind of already doing that when they couldn't find Vile.
Yes. So Phoenix does return as Douglas walks out with the rest of the group.
I will be right back.
Oh, there's the what's your name again?
And
Phoenix. There's that one.
Lugwasp. Some unfortunate news.
Oh?
Our friend is gone.
Damn it. Should have known that wouldn't have been enough.
I'm gonna be able to track him down, but I'm not too sure about that.
Might have been too much.
No, I don't think so. Douglas, he has sort of like a tablet, and he swipes through, and he actually pulls up an old file, a case file of Vile. Now, there are two sets of these. They make ones for Mavericks, as well as Maverick Hunters, and he actually pulls up the one for Vile when he was a Maverick Hunter. And as it shows his different attributes, they see that his armor is off the charts. His armor is crazy strong.
Oh. Why did he even need this ride armor then?
I'm back.
I'm not sure. If I remember right, and Tamaskin cuts him off, because he loves that thing. He used to always have it whenever he was hunting down Mavericks. But once he got arrested, we confiscated it. And
Well, now it's mine. It's mine now.
I just see Sphinx is already in it. I don't know. I don't know if that's a good idea. I mean, well, you did use it pretty well, so.
It's definitely a terrible idea, but terrible idea to go with a lot of terrible situations, I suppose.
Well, if you think about it, my voice changer ain't working right now, so. But anyway, I kind of cheated the system because whenever I chose my thing, I chose to be a Maverick Hunter, but I didn't choose the category of being Ride, but where I hijacked the mech suit anyway, I'm technically both.
Yeah, I mean, the only the main difference is that you can't upgrade that ride armor. You just have it.
You're right.
It's also a really good ride armor. So that's.
I mean, what if Hunter's character what if he give me something off his mech suit?
I guess we could make it work where you're essentially a dual class.
Now I am.
Yeah.
I imagine it would also be a thing if he's just a bit less proficient, piloting them.
I mean, that is true, which is kind of how that fight went. So that makes sense.
Because for Alpha, it's basically just like his body that how natural it is to him. But with Sphinx, it is like controlling a fucking airplane.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Why is this not working? Sorry. I annoy you. I'm trying to get this thing to work.
Well, in any case, I mean, he could have just given us or shown us his permit to show that he has ownership of it and taken it. I don't get why it's fun to blow holes in other people's property, but
that's how he always was. Him and Wheel Gator, they got along too well, and I can't tell you the number of Mavericks and Mechanaloids and Ride Armors and Ride Chasers that they both destroyed.
Well, it sounds like they at least give us some work.
That's true.
Not that we needed a terrible amount more. Why did we end up with the ride armor, though? Whenever we received it, it was practically in pristine condition, like it still is, because we haven't touched it since.
Do you... Actually, could you roll intelligence? I'm actually going to roll intelligence for Tamaskin, too, just to see if he can figure this out.
Hey,
oh my god!
Are we at the repair? Are we?
I think Lugwas figured it out.
Yeah, and yes, we are at the repair center.
Is there any type of stuff there to like continue healing your character?
No, because the repair center is strictly for mechanaloids, not for reploids.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Yeah, no, Lugwas definitely figured it out. Okay. So, Lugwas figured this out, and Tamaskin, while it does take him a moment, he does actually come to the same conclusion. If Sigma is indeed the one behind the mechanaloid attacks, and as Vile said, he is the one who set him free, it was most likely an order that Sigma gave to save that ride armor. He could have been planning this for quite a while.
I am back.
Oh my god. This sucks.
Alright,
You
hang
know-
on there.
What's up?
Okay, hang on. Let's get Alpha into the scene. Alright.
Alrighty.
So, explanation on what happened to Alpha is when the group went inside that hole, Alpha tried to go in while in his ride armor, which wouldn't fit,
Right.
so he basically rammed his head into the wall, which temporarily knocked him out.
Oh wow.
Hey, I'm a doctor. You want me to take a look at him?
No, he's fine now. He's back. I mean, he might have just a bit of robo brain damage, but that's fine.
A slight robo concussion.
Yeah,
But, you know,
Robo concussion.
That means nothing in the 20XX in the year of our Lord 20XX.
correction, 21XX.
Sorry, correction. In the year of our Lord, the 41st millennium.
Yep. Totally.
In the dark future.
In the dark age.
Okay, so yeah, Alpha returns, and the first thing he sees is a new mech suit. Now, does he want to keep his mech suit, or do you want to try and get into that one? You might have to fight Sphinx over it.
I don't know. Is the new one
I mean,
better?
your mech suit does have the giant grenade launcher now.
Okay, cool.
You know what would be funny, right?
What's that?
So you know how Phoenix can just turn into a ball of fire?
Yes.
He needs to do that inside one of the mech suits.
Yeah.
Oh, he can
wow.
like put himself in the grenade launcher.
Yeah.
Yes.
He can turn himself. He can make the grenade launcher become a fucking flamethrower.
Dude.
Yes.
Sick.
Oh my god.
Oh,
Sick.
that's awesome.
That's awesome. I
Wait,
like that.
That would actually be a really cool combo with him and Tamaskin.
Yes.
Wait, what's happening? I'm focused on trying to get this stupid thing fixed.
Oh, we're just having fun. We haven't really continued the plot yet. It's just Alpha showed up with the group again.
Yeah.
I like the idea of Sphinx getting in the mech suit and getting launched out of the grenade launcher.
Sick. I like that idea too.
So, all right. So Sphinx, he claims.
Yeah, I think we could do that if you don't mind. Because Alpha is just gonna like have his grenade launched, right? And he's just gonna point it at someone and just turns into a flamethrower.
Oh, do you
It's
want Phoenix to just like do that right now? Like turn into the flame and go and do it?
Yeah.
Turn me
Okay.
up then.
I like that instead of being used as a grenade launcher, it's just
There we
become like a pneumatic cannon or some shit.
A pneumatic cannon.
It's
Yeah.
just so far we've used or thought to use it to fire anything but grenades.
Right.
Yeah. Well, hey, we did
In fact-
fire the one magnet
Nice.
grenade during.
Well, that was the magnet
first
grenade,
session.
but the magnet grenade was with Lugwasp. Both ideas
Oh,
we've had
that's
so
true.
far, both ideas have involved shooting someone else out of the cannon.
That's true.
Right.
What if we put what if we have Phoenix? Like, what if we have him hold like an arrow as he's flying out of the cannon and just
Okay,
like attacks
cool.
one enemy with it, and then like I don't know.
If Audrey, so if Audrey wants to play X with us because she did make her own X character because she uses arrows.
Yeah.
So you could do that. That could be a cool combination move.
We're playing Friday nights too.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. Or starting next week. Yes.
Okay. Cool.
Which means your upload schedule better get pretty quick.
All right.
Yeah, it probably will.
So, now that they both had the idea, and Tamaskin, he grimaces. He had this planned for years.
Did he now?
Why?
Guess I should have found it significantly more suspicious that someone just left a perfectly fine piece of ride armor in the shop. It's not like it's a storage unit.
Right.
I just don't get it.
You just don't
What did
get it,
Vile
but then
say?
again,
Something about
maybe you will.
Reploids being better than humans? What's that even supposed to mean?
I don't know. Anyways, should we... What do we do now?
What do we do now?
And and they all just kind of stand in silence at that question.
Standing in silence.
We're supposedly going up against two of who were previously some of the best Maverick hunters.
And Tamaskin, he looks down at his turbines. But, I mean, we can't just sit around and do nothing. I mean, look what they've done so far. And he waves back to the edge of the city that giant skeletal mechanaloid destroyed. Which, by the way, it's still there. It's dead, but it's still there, just in the middle of the street.
Right.
With fire behind it.
All right.
You are right. Well, I'm not questioning whether we should do something, just what it should be. Should we just continue to hunt Sigma down?
I don't know.
You know what? Maybe we should keep it simple. Do one incredibly difficult thing at a time. I mean, maybe based on the fact that there's literally no chance that we would be able to take him on, that would give us a chance of taking him on. He's not going to expect us to be chasing after him.
Yeah, but how do we even know where he is? Now, this gives Phoenix an idea. They know that if there's one person who would absolutely know where Sigma would be, it would be Gate.
And does anyone have any leads?
Yes.
I mean, I might.
They turn towards Phoenix.
Phoenix raised their hand first.
No, me.
Okay, Phoenix started flirting above everyone else first.
You guys.
So what do you got?
You guys want to meet my maker? Literally. He has the leads we need.
Oh.
Okay.
Alright, sure. Before you guys go, and Douglas, hurries back into the hole in the repair center wall, and he takes out for Tamaskin and Lugwasp, 2 ride chasers. And these are known as Hornet ride chasers. So ride chasers are essentially hover bikes, and the Hornet model is a very thin and sleek one. This one is made for speed.
Well, all right.
These should get you guys there in, well, enough time as you need. I don't know what Sigma's up to, but I know you guys have to stop it.
Yeah. Wait. Before that, I need to go. I guess either me or you, Douglas. Someone needs to. Who do we even call for this kind of damage? Do we just call the city?
Is he talking about the repair center?
Yeah.
He looks back at the 2 giant holes.
The giant holes, huh?
I'll talk with the hunters. See what they've got lined up about this.
All right.
And,
Yes, see what they've got.
I'll give them the word, just letting them know you guys might need some backup.
All right. I will be back. Hopefully for my next shift. I guess. I need to stop saying I guess. It's probably my next shift is probably now, but it's the shift after that.
Right.
Well, yeah, I hope so. I'm gonna leave some mechanaloids for you, so don't take
Alright.
too long.
Thank you. Just don't let them pile up, because then we'll go out of business.
Huh?
Yeah, I'll try not to.
All right. If you need anything, just call me.
Will do. And he turns around and he goes back into the repair center. And Tamaskin gets on his ride chaser, and so does Lugwasp. And with Phoenix leading the way, they drive off. Now,
Be
we're going
careful
to
out there.
Now, we're going to cut ahead
Alrighty.
couple hours or so. Now, they have left Able City. They went across a good stretch of just, well, barren land. And this is something that, the Reploids haven't really considered as they drive through these wastelands. Just kind of what happened here. Apparently, 100 years ago, these lands were lush and green, and, well, there are a lot more human civilization. But now, there's just cities dotted about, some old ruins, and these wastelands. There's not even a lot of real life animals around. That's why so many mechanaloids have been made, just to help keep the remaining wildlife alive. And as I had to drive through this for, again, about 3 hours, they just kind of started to wonder, what did happen here?
It's been a while since I've actually gone to another city and, well, seen the areas in between them.
Yeah. We don't really use the ride chasers just to go from city to city that much. Most of the
I will be
time
right back.
Alright. Most of the time we just use the transporters to get wherever we need to go, and if we need to drive the rest of the way, we do. But I don't know.
Yeah.
It's a bit nice, I guess.
Yeah. I've been in the shop for a long time. I mean, I don't have any problem with that, but it's jarring.
Yeah, I can imagine. I mean, yeah, I love going to the casinoid down in Able after work, but other than that, I guess things have just been kind of the same old around here. It's kind of why I was happy to get Alpha to join my, well, I guess one-man group. Gave me something new to look forward to.
You know what? What is everyone else's deal? Phoenix, Sphinx. What were you doing before all of this?
Flying around, being a sphinx, fixing
Oh.
people, being a maverick because I blew up a hospital.
Oh yeah, he did
Well,
do that.
Didn't you just do that?
Well, I mean, I was a doctor there for like 6 years, and then I got the maverick disease, and then started blowing up hospitals, then lost my car insurance. So now here I
I
am.
struggle to see how those things are related, but okay. What about you, Phoenix?
Oh, to be honest, I was only created not too long ago.
Created him by mistake.
You guys are about to meet the guy that created me.
Wouldn't that be a plot twist that he was created from a mad
You know,
doctor?
that's actually kind of weird. I mean, most of us Reploids are, made out in factories, but you were just made by someone?
Yeah,
Huh.
I know it sounds ridiculous, but it's how it is.
Do you... I guess then you wouldn't really have a day-to-day life on account of having only been alive for a couple days. Is there anything you want to do?
Not much.
Actually, really quick, I am just going to. Okay, so since one of their edges is being a meteorologist, is that something that Phoenix actually wants to do?
Yes.
Okay. So they kind of think about it for a second. They think about everything that they already know and everything that they've already been exposed to, and they do come to the conclusion that they would actually like to be a meteorologist, not simply because it helps keep them alive, though that is definitely a big reason, but also they just kind of find weather fascinating.
Yeah, actually, meteorology sounds interesting.
Meteorology?
If that's what you want to do, then that's what you want to do, baby.
That's like looking at clouds, right?
Well, it kind of, the weather.
But you got to know the clouds.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah.
Weather. Huh.
I thought a meteorologist watches out for meteors for NASA. I mean, it is in the name, meteor.
What's NASA?
The national.
Wait, no, hold on. Doesn't
National
NASA actually
Asshole-
fucking exist in this universe?
Yes.
Oh, God.
It stands for NASA.
You know
it
what? That
stands
actually
for
works.
National Asshole Society of opposite. I don't know.
Of astrologists.
Yes.
Astrologists. Holy shit.
National Asshole Society of Astrology.
NASA discovers that the current president of the United States is in fact a Gemini. God, that hit me like a fucking brick when I remembered that NASA actually exists.
Yeah. in this universe. Yep.
But you know what? I think it kind of makes sense that Lugwasp wouldn't know that.
Yeah. I mean, why would he? Why would he need to?
Yeah.
So
Well, anyway,
they do continue driving down the road. I guess I do just want to say, if it wasn't clear, that Sphinx and Alpha are just in their ride armors driving down, and Phoenix is flying.
Yes. Well, I mean, if Sphinx, if Phoenix wants to, I can let him ride in the suit. I mean, but that's up to him.
Yeah,
Wait,
yeah,
what?
yeah. Phoenix is just like, the fuck are you talking about? I got wings.
No,
Oh.
no, no, no.
Well,
Remember,
so do I, buddy. But you still see me inside of a mech suit.
he's in the grenade launcher, right?
Oh, that's
Yeah,
okay.
gosh.
Yeah. Okay.
Wait,
Well,
I sound
no,
duplicate to you guys.
not right now. And the only reason is because they have no idea where Gate is. Phoenix is the only one who knows. So they are currently flying ahead of everyone just so that they know where to go. But then afterwards, yes, Phoenix will be inside of the grenade launcher. So, after about another half hour, they do eventually come into a city. They wouldn't really call this a city. It's more like a giant building just kind of planted in the middle of nowhere. It seems to be a very large tower, and it seems to be a very nice sheen of white as Phoenix steps out in front, and a scanner scans their head before a green light appears and the electronic door opens.
huh.
What is this place?
Security's kind of tight around here because of, well, Mavericks.
Yeah, makes sense. Now, this is the Kronos Institute. This is a facility where they study a lot of various scientific subjects. There's, of course, Reploid robotics, which is what a lot of the Reploid researchers here are looking into. But there's also certain Reploid researchers who are looking into laser technology. Specifically, a researcher known by the name Dr. Jim is working in figuring out new laser technology. He's actually a pretty good friend with Gate. There is people looking into black hole technology, and the very first researchers who were at the Kronos Institute, which is actually where it gets its name from, are actually looking into time travel. And they do say they have a time machine there called the Time Skimmer, but it hasn't been working for a very long time, and most of the researchers there now kind of just think it was a joke. That they just kind of have an old machine there and they're saying it's a time machine, but it's actually not. And as they walk through the white halls, and the walls are also a pristine white, just like the outside, and the floors appear to be a nice, shiny blue, they go through some more electronic doors into a large open room with a lot of researchers all about. And Phoenix approaches one. He is wearing a very long white lab coat, and he is also mainly purple in his armor color. However, on top of his head, he has a blue, what appears to be a diamond, which a good bit of Reploids actually have some sort of gem-like stone on top of their head, which do appear to be similar to the crystals that Lugwasp had seen in the mechanoloids as well as Sigma's saber. Ah, Phoenix, I didn't think you'd come back so soon. Oh, and are these your acquaintances?
Yes.
Hi. Are you Maker? Well, I suppose you could call me that. My name is Gates, and I am the creator of Phoenix here. And, between you and me, they are my finest work.
Oh! You're the guy that we're gonna ask about, like, the terrorism that's been happening in the city.
Terrorism!
Yeah.
Ah, I see. So, you were not here for my scientific pursuits. That's fine, that's fine. So,
I mean, we didn't exactly say that.
terrorism...
We hinted towards it, though.
Yes, I see. The mechanoloid attacks that have been happening in Abel's City due to various mavericks. And I have heard from Phoenix's comlink that Sigma is involved. Am I correct?
Yes.
Yeah.
I see. Well, that certainly isn't good. That the commander of the Maverick Hunters would have that sort of virus. You haven't seen any sort of Maverick behavior in X, have you?
That was the... Which one was that?
He was the blue guy. Really nice guy.
Yeah, no, he was cool.
Yeah, no. X is good. Ah, that's good to hear. I know Berkana would certainly blow a gasket if she heard anything bad happen to him. Anyhow, you want to find information about Sigma, is that correct?
Mainly just where he is, but anything helps, I guess.
Alright. Give me just a moment here. And he, stretches out his arms, kind of cracks his fingers, and he goes over to a large computer monitor off in the middle of the room. And there's actually another researcher who's already on it. And Gate just kind of pushes him out of the way, and he gives an incredibly angry scowl at him. Now, this researcher appears to be an older-looking Reploid. He appears to be sort of like a mole-like Reploid, and he has two very large white bushy eyebrows.
Man. This place is actually really neat.
Oh, why, thank you. We have been doing a lot of, redecorating. Trust me, it looked a lot less glamorous before.
Well, it's not the, blinding white walls and blue floor I'm referring to. It's everything else.
And the mole Reploid actually gets up, and he kind of brushes off his lab coat. Well, at least it looks like someone has some taste around here. Hello, my name is Everard.
Nice to meet you.
Yes, I am actually the head researcher here in mechanoloid technology.
Oh! Well, I'll be. You're the one that makes him even harder to fix.
Ah, So
I'm-
you're a mechanoid mechanic.
Yeah, I'm mostly kidding.
And he just chuckles to himself. Charmed to meet you, and he holds out his hand.
It's good to meet you too.
And they shake. Now then, I suppose, since you all are busy, I should get back to my own studies. And he turns and goes back to what appears to be his desk. It appears that there are, or the other researchers that are dotted about all have like their own desks scattered about.
Wow.
Here we are. Well, good news. I located Sigma. Bad news. I've located Sigma. And he points to the monitor screen. As the group look, Finks recognizes that appears to be that airship that Eagle Reploid, Storm Eagle, was riding on. But he is riding on top of it with Sigma. And they appear to be approaching a different city.
Well, that looks farther away than I was hoping to have to go.
Oh, and it gets a little bit worse. It appears that he's actually gotten some other Mavericks to cause some other destruction. And as he pulls up more images, they do see many other Mavericks attacking, though Tamaskin recognizes a good bit of them. Chill Penguin, Sting Chameleon, Flame Mammoth, even Armored Armadillo. Why are they all working for him?
Jeez. What is he telling them that's so convincing?
No, I haven't the foggiest. Though I do see here that he was trying to broadcast a message. Yeah, let me see if I can get this pulled up for you. He starts typing in some code, and as he does, Sigma's face does appear on the monitor screen. This is a message to all humans and Reploids alike. I am Sigma, ex-commander of the Maverick Hunters. We Maverick Hunters and Reploids have served under humanity long enough. It's time that we take our rightful place as the true rulers of this world. Any and all who oppose us will be dealt with accordingly. If you wish to join, then you may kneel before me and attack as many humans as you can find. And if you wish to oppose, and he takes out his beam saber, then I will dispose of you myself. And the message ends.
Oh. Gee.
And Gates just kind of shaking his head. Now, I know that humans are primitive creatures, but they did make me, and, well, all of you, so I don't quite see where Sigma's coming from here.
Even if the problem was that he didn't want to work under them, why is the solution to rule over them?
I don't get it. Whatever, it doesn't matter. We just have to stop him. Somehow.
We'll figure it out when we get there.
But-
And if we don't figure it out, we'll brute force it.
But how are we gonna get there?
Is there anything here that could get us there?
Oh, Ethan! And Eva turns around. Yes, Gate. Well, I see you did acquaint yourself with my acquaintances here, and they need one of your special mechanoloids, preferably something large with wings. And he looks annoyed, but when he looks and sees Lugwasp is one of the ones Gate is referring to, he gets up. All right, I can provide you with one of my experimental models. Here, follow me.
Ooh.
He starts leading the way. Now, Tamaskin follows.
Oh, I imagine Lugwasp would have immediately followed.
Yes, Lugwasp does fit. Oh, go
What's
ahead.
Sphinx doing
Jacob?
right now? Like, what?
I mean,
What do you want me to do? You started to ask a question, so.
so if Sphinx, Sphinx, since you weren't saying what he was doing, I was just imagining he was just kind of like standing there, listening, and then looking around. But do you want Sphinx to follow the mole man?
Yes, but he wants to fly overhead, so he's kind of being stealthy.
Okay.
Like, just getting an overhead view of the place.
And as Phoenix is about to continue following them as well, Gate does pull them aside for just a moment. Now, I did just want to say that I have been looking at, all of your readings, and I actually did just see the recording of you fighting that large mechanoloid. I have to say, Phoenix, I am incredibly proud of you.
Thank you.
Now then, go out there and, save the world.
That I will.
And with that, he continues following. Now, they follow Everd to an elevator. And as they start going down the elevator, they reach sort of like a garage area. And as the lights turn on, there's a ton of mechanoloids, and this makes Wasp's eyes light up, because a lot of them are models that he hadn't even seen before.
Jeez.
There was certain ones, like a giant mechanoloid spider, it looked like. There were a couple other just sort of large robotic ones. There was one that looked like some sort of large robot with two ball and chains for arms, but the one that Everd led them to was a large dragon-looking mechanoloid. Now this here is Erosian. It was supposed to be a mechanoloid used by the Repliforce until they got disbanded. So it's just kind of been here collecting dust. But I can certainly allow you all to use it for your heroics, we'll just say.
I can assure you we'll bring it back just how we got it. Probably a bit cleaner, though. I imagine the whole dust thing could cause some problems.
There might be a scratch from me, because
There will not be a scratch.
I'm just going to purposely scratch it.
You better. Yeah, I don't think you should. Wasp is pretty sensitive about this stuff.
Oh, sorry.
And as they all kind of they start to climb on top, because there was a ladder that led to the top of Erosian. There was actually a Reploid on top. It appeared to be a female humanoid Reploid, and she had kind of like a spray bottle and a cloth, and she was cleaning the top of the head. And the most notable thing about her was she had very distinct long blonde hair. And as she stood up and had a satisfied look on her face as she looked down at the shine on the head, she turned around, she saw the group.
Oh, I didn't see you there. Hello.
Hi.
It makes sense that you didn't see us because you were looking the other way.
Right. My name's Alia. I was just, cleaning here. I'll get out of your way.
And she does start just kind of awkwardly trying to get past them and climbing down the ladder.
Well, hey, now the dust isn't a problem.
Oh, aha! Hey, thank you for that, Alia.
Oh, it's truly no problem.
And she started walking back. You know, she was just newly created.
And I'm
so
back.
We don't have much, I guess, experience with her, but she seems to be a nice kid.
I mean, yeah, if she's just cleaning your equipment for what I assume is no reason, then a bit odd.
I'll be back.
As he goes up to Rodian, he takes out sort of like a remote device from a little bin near the floor and pushes it. And as he does, the eyes of Erosian light up, and it lets out a roar which feels fitting for a dragon. Whoa, easy there, big guy.
Wow. You can even feel the dragon-like hatred emanating from it.
Well, you know, I do try to put as much effort into my mechanoloids as I possibly can.
I can see that.
Yeah. And I'm used to that.
And he takes out another remote and pushes it, and a hatch near the end of the garage opens up on the ceiling, revealing the now daytime blue sky. Well, I suppose it's now or never.
Well, I imagine this thing will get us where we need to go very quickly. And I hope.
Oh, trust me. This was meant for the Repliforce army. It should do just what you need it to.
I always liked working on old Repliforce equipment. It was usually durable enough to not be too heavily damaged, but, well, enough to keep me busy.
I actually remember the first time I actually used one of the experimental Repliforce weapons. I did singe my arm for a good couple weeks, but it was more durable than anything the hunters have.
Yeah, their stuff usually doesn't come back in one piece, which why it had to be fitted with this gigantic welder.
And Erosian starts stomping with like each step would shake the garage, and as it got under the hatch, spread its wings, and with a large gale of wind launched itself upwards and is now in the sky and starts flying off.
Holy shit!
I didn't know we were going this fast!
I didn't know we were either.
I'm imagining, like, I'm imagining, Sphinx is there with, like, his tongue out like a dog for like a car window, as they're rocketing through the sky, and Alpha's like hanging on to its back with his mech suit hands.
That is an incredible visual.
And Phoenix is just kind of like lounging back, just like, it's not that fast.
Yeah,
That's why you don't have any friends, Phoenix.
yes, because I can with speed things going like faster than the speed of light.
I do. I just like the idea that Gate did program part of his ego into Phoenix. That makes sense for him.
What's Sphinx? What is Sphinx doing right now?
I was imagining that Sphinx, as they are rocketing through the sky, so him and Alpha are like hanging onto the back of Erogian, with the hands of their mech suits, and I was imagining Sphinx had his tongue out like a dog, riding in a car.
Yeah.
And while they
guess this is where I come
rocketing
in.
off to a fleet of airships for, well, war, just kind of flying through the sky is just actually kind of nice. After Tamaskin finally adjusted to the speed, he did just kind of take a moment to kind of just stare up at the clouds ahead, looking down below at how magnificently high they were.
Wow. I know, it's such a marvel of engineering.
Yeah.
Yeah.
God, I imagine this is miserable to try and put back together.
It's just, we had the air fleet. I mean, that's where Storm Eagle is from. I always wondered what it would be like to be on one of those airships, flying out above the clouds every single day. And I'm actually doing it.
Well, this isn't exactly an airship. That would be even more miserable to repair.
Not. You know what? I'm just gonna look at the clouds. Does anyone else want to say anything?
What's happening?
We're just flying on this robot dragon, about to reach a fleet of airships where we are definitely going to have to fight, possibly kill some things.
Awesome.
I like the audacity you said that with. You're like, we're just flying on a dragon.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, we're not just flying on a dragon. We're just flying on a robot dragon, about to go to war with some airships.
Against the Navy.
I imagine Sphinx.
The
is
robots
inside-
got the Navy. Not the Navy. the Mavericks. The Mavericks got the Navy. The Mavericks got the Navy. Not the Navy. No.
I can imagine. You say Sphinx is like holding on inside the mech suit, right?
So the mech suit is holding on. He's just in the mech suit.
I imagine he's in there like jamming to like Metallica.
He found the radio. He found Vile's mixtape. He found Vile's mixtape in the CD player. And he decided to play it. He's just, hey, this is actually pretty good.
He's
what is this
jamming
right here?
out,
Just watch for the profane ones.
Actually, Tamaskin, what was it that had you messed up earlier?
Well, all my life, I was excited and happy that I was made to be a maverick hunter. I mean, I got to go out, protect people, save people. That's what our job was all about. And yeah, sure, there were a couple times where I had to kill a couple mavericks, but I was still saving people at the end of the day. So that's what I told myself. But Sigma, he was our leader. He was the one we were all supposed to trust. He started all this. I didn't want to believe it, but there's no denying it now. And was I wrong? This whole time, going out, killing my own kind, was all of that just part of his sick game or whatever he's trying to do?
You know what? I don't think that's a question worth asking. Regardless of whose game you were a part of, you were doing what you were convinced was good, I think. I honestly just assumed that most maverick hunters were on the same level as mavericks, just kind of mavericks would destroy things and maverick hunters would destroy mavericks. I never really thought that any of them would have any real motive. The only maverick hunter I knew didn't really seem to.
And Tamaskin, he thinks for a moment, and he does smile. Thanks. I needed that.
Anyways. God, this thing is so cool.
And they do see the airship now on the horizon.
Wait a minute. How are we actually going to get close to those?
Just imagining everyone, their eyes go wide at that question. And they all look at each other and look back at him.
I got this.
Aren't the Mavericks controlling those?
Not for long.
Oh, is he gonna get in the grenade launcher?
Oh
Yes.
my god.
Oh, the grenade launcher,
Hunter,
huh?
you still there?
Yeah.
Okay, so Phoenix turns into a ball of fire,
Nova.
goes into Alpha's grenade launcher.
Okay.
All right, now I'm gonna roll for Alpha to see how well
Wait, if he
can
rolls a
fire
bad
this.
one, does that mean that Sphinx either dies? No, Phoenix dies, or no, he would just miss. Never mind.
Yeah, he would just miss.
Ooh.
Oh,
Oh. Okay.
hang on, I gotta check stats really quick. Oh yeah, his dexterity. Okay, so
Has Metallica playing in the background.
Alpha aims with that grenade launcher.
Alright.
Aims kind of as close as he can get it to what appears to be the main airship, this large floating ship that does appear to have some green power orbs on the side. And fires Phoenix. The fireball
Yes.
shoots past the clouds
Take
and is
that.
flying right at that ship. Now, while Phoenix does not land directly into one of those green power orbs, they are able to hit like right next to it. So they slam into the side of the ship, which does open a hole.
Cool.
So now they are inside of it, and
Alright.
right outside they see one of those green power orbs.
So green power ups,
I
they got
guess
power.
we're just doing this.
Yep, guess we are. And he starts revving up his. I wanted to try something. He starts
God.
revving up his turbines. I gotta see if he can do this.
Oh my god.
He he aims. He turns around and he aims his turbines back, and he shoots tornadoes to launch himself off of Erogian onto the ship.
Awesome.
Did Sphinx also try to attack?
Okay, so you are not at. Oh wait, no, you got wings. Okay. Okay, so
Yes, he's got wings.
here's what you could do. So you do have your rifle, so you can try to snipe like one of the energy orbs, or you have your wings, so you could fly over to the ship. The only thing about the wings, though, is you are not strong enough to pick up your ride armor unless you roll like a 20. So,
I think I'll try the rifle.
okay.
I like my armor.
Sounds
And I
like
don't
a
want to
plan.
try to break my back trying to glitch.
Neither would I.
Okay, let me look at your dex modifier. Okay, that's not bad, alright. So, Sphinx takes out his rifle and he aims down at one of those energy orbs and he fires. As the shot flies out, it does hit the orb and it does slightly crack it. Now, Gavin, while Alpha is still right there, would you like him to try to launch Wasp over, or is Wasp just going to wait until Erogian
I was gonna say go ahead
makes
and
it
launch.
there?
I think Wasp is going to have Erogian go like lower in altitude so he can kind of come up from beneath.
Go ahead and
Ooh, okay.
launch.
Okay, so he does have to try to communicate this.
Okay, Erogian.
And the robotic head turns up to look at him. Now, just to point out, Erogian's eyes are just full red. Like, they don't have any realistic pupils or anything.
Oh my god, you're so terrifying. Okay. Can you get me under that main airship?
Erogian nods, spreads its wings, and dives down through the clouds to try to swoop under. Now, Alpha's there too. Hunter, would you like to prepare Alpha to try to punch under one of the ships?
Yes. Let's
Okay.
prepare.
I'm just going to roll for this. Oh, damn.
Let's do it.
Who has music in the background?
Me.
Yeah, it's Hunter.
Oh, well, I'm sitting here like playing sad and happy music to go along with our thing in here. He's playing.
Yeah, I mean, this is a pretty fitting track for what's
And it's
going on,
copyright
though.
free.
Yeah, I know.
Thanks
Of
to
course
Sir
it
Gavin.
is.
Okay. So, Tamaskin does land on top of the ship. He actually looks down and he sees the hole that Phoenix made, and leaps down and swings inside. So now he is inside with Phoenix.
Cool.
All right, so what's the plan?
As much as I would love to, wreck everything, that's not a choice as of right now. So, I go through, make everything incredibly hot, and then when everyone's distracted, you go in and do what you need to do.
Sounds good to me. And as he turns around, they all hear, weapons, lock in as a bunch of mechanoloids all have their weapons aimed to go. They appear to be some bat-like mechanoloids, as well as some very human-looking mechanoloids that appear to have what appear to be laser pistols. Security bots.
Laser
Yeah, I'm gonna-
pistols, huh?
I'm gonna roll for Tamaskin. Oh, okay.
Jeez.
So he already has his turbines ready to go. So he fires another tornado that just tears through them. They all get pushed to the back of the inside of the ship.
Nice.
I'll hold them off. You heat up this baby. And
Go
that
ahead,
Phoenix
heat it
does
up.
start to heat it up. As Erosion gets under the ship, and Alpha does punch the bottom of it, they actually do see a figure emerge from the clouds. I knew there was someone trying to break in here, so it was... Huh. I don't recognize any of you.
And we don't recognize you.
I suppose that's a good point. My name is Sicklewing Albatross, the protector of this ship.
Oh, we're
Oh.
here to take over.
Well, we're here to do something.
Take over. Just a lot of you and whatever that mechanoid is. That looks really cool. Anyway,
It is very cool.
I don't care how cool it is. You
I
are
think
going
you're
to get
jealous
out
of
of
the
my
mechanoid.
sky, or else.
Are you jealous of our mechanoloid?
I think he is.
I think
got-
so too.
Who cares whether I'm jealous or not about how cool it is? And it's a nice green color. Ah, it looks cool.
I think he's still jealous.
I think so
Anyway.
too.
You know what? If I can't get you to drop out now, I'll just have to steal it from you. And
Good luck on that one.
chains
Got a military grade
unwrap
lock on it.
from his bird-like arms and fire down and wrap themselves around the limbs of Erosion.
That's not good.
Okay. Who wants to try something?
Me.
Okay.
Go ahead.
Rifle.
Just rifle.
Or can I use the fist off of the mech suit and try to punch him?
Well, he's kind of flying in the air, so that's going to be really hard, but you can try.
Oh, okay, then I can shoot him with rifle.
And I just thought of something like Wasp could do.
Okay. So, Sphinx aims with the rifle and tries to shoot right at Albatross's face. However, Albatross uses the chains to move Erosion around, which does throw off Sphinx's aim. Now he is still able to hit Albatross in one of his arms, but no fatal injury. Ha! Is that all you've got? And some very sharp blades sprout out from Albatross's wings and fly toward the group.
Can Lugwasp try to make it to one of the chains and start crawling along it?
Yes.
Okay.
Roll.
Fuck!
Ooh, I gotta see what stat would
You
that
have
be?
you have another attempt if you use it.
It'd be speed, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, and his speed is miserable.
His speed is miserable. So, as he does try to grab onto one of the chains and tries to crawl up, those metal blades that are firing, they do come and hit him. They slice across his back. They hit his wings, and he is starting to lose his grip.
Ow! That hurt!
Oh, I know. Okay, Hunter. I know something that Alpha can do. Hunter?
I'm here. Hang on.
Okay. Alright. I got something that Alpha can do. If
Okay.
you want.
What is it?
Using his mech, he can try to grab onto one of the chains, and instead of trying to free Albatross and get away from him, he can try to pull Albatross closer.
Okay, that sounds like a good idea.
That's fucked up.
Or does it?
Damn.
Or is it just hooked up enough?
Damn. Okay.
You can Alpha.
So,
I got faith in you.
Alpha grabs onto the chain and he tries to pull Albatross closer, but Albatross is actually a lot tougher than he thinks. The metal blades start coming down and they do start getting Alpha, and he can't take as much abuse as Wasp can.
I just thought of something really stupid.
Okay.
Because of how high Lugwasp's strength is. What if, having seen that, he tries to pull on one of the chains?
Roll for it.
Please.
Or what if me and Hunter
Yes!
both pull? What if me and Hunter and that
Okay.
guy pull on the chain with our mech suits while he's
Okay,
pulling with-
here.
Good idea. Good idea.
Ooh.
Wow.
Ooh, yeah.
Like all three of us are like pulling on it.
Okay, so while Alpha is getting cut up,
Oh no.
Sphinx grabs the chain with the one arm of his mech and starts pulling along with Alpha.
Cool.
And they kind of just do a knowing nod to each other and start pulling. And Albatross laughs. Do you really think you can pull me? Not even with both of you.
Oh, I
And
think I
as he
can.
says that, Lugwasp
Well, let me
uses his remaining wing strength and yanks Albatross. What are you doing?
You are not getting this mechanaloid.
And as he says that, Erosian seems to hear it. As they pull Albatross
Hey guys,
close,
I will be right back.
Erosian opens its mouth,
Oh.
and they see something start to form inside of it.
That's new.
Okay. Okay, you all have to roll strength.
Okay. Yes!
Okay. Alright.
No!
That was for Sphinx. I gotta wait for here, I'll just roll for Alpha anyway.
God!
Damn. Do you guys want to use your inspirations, Jacob?
Sure.
Okay. I won't use Hunters because I don't want to use it while he's not here, because you only get one. Fuck. Well, I mean, it's better than what he rolled last time, so... damn. Okay. They're trying to hold on to Albatross, but Albatross uses his talons on his hands to cut his own chains, which does pull Erosian back. Erosian is trying to regain its balance and fires the beam up. Now, this misses Albatross, and he's laughing at this. You thought you could... And as he says that, he actually looks. The beam didn't hit him, but it did just slice through the underside of the ship. In fact, it's not just slicing through the underside, it's slicing through the entire ship.
Oh!
Oh.
Wow. That makes things a lot easier, actually.
And as this is going on, they or inside of the ship, we cut to Phoenix and Tamaskin. Tamaskin has still been trying to hold off the hordes of enemies, and he's starting to run out of steam. How much longer, Phoenix?
Just give me a second. I think I heard a little bit of a ruckus outside, but
What do you... And as he says that, the beam slices through the ship, and that two halves of the ship start to fall. Oh
yeah,
no!
Time to get out of here.
Yeah. Can you, or do you want me to roll for you, or if you can roll?
Yeah, roll.
Okay, I'll roll. Just to see if you can grab Tamaskin in time. Okay, I think his speed was pretty high. I think his speed was like a 9, right? Yeah, okay. So, Tamaskin starts to fall as the entire front half of the ship starts to tip up and start to fall down through the clouds. Tamaskin is about to fall out. Phoenix uses all of their speed to fly down and grabs Tamaskin's hand. They are both able to fly away from the remains of the ship. And now the group do see, or I should say, Phoenix and Tamaskin see the group fighting Albatross. And Albatross, he's just got, like, his mouth is practically touching the ground all the way from up where they are, with his eyes wide as the entire ship is gone. What kind of mechanoloid is that?
Oh! It's an old Repliforce mechanoloid. An experimental one.
Repliforce, of
You
course!
cannot have it.
Of course, those freeloading! And he does fold his arms. You may have stopped this assault, but if you were after Lord Sigma, I have bad news for you. This was only a decoy!
Well, gee!
Now look who's the asshole. Can I
Wait,
I burn him alive?
I mean, do you want to try? You're free to do that. I'll roll for you.
Why are you doing this? I mean, like...
Okay. Yeah, okay. Here, you talk, and I will say what happens with Phoenix's thing in just a sec.
Like, you're... I don't get it. Like, you seem not... I don't even know how to put this into words. Just why? It's not like you've done anything terrible yet, I don't think, just...
Why? Why? The reason is simple. Those Repliforce idiots. The ones you apparently got that mechanoid from, I used to be with them. In fact, I used to be part of their Air Force division. And it was a job that I took very seriously. But that damn eagle, he stole all of my spotlight, and soon enough, Repliforce was disbanded by those damn humans because we were apparently too incompetent. Well, I was approached by Lord Sigma, and while he may have that oaf of an eagle on his side now, at least he is working for a good cause. To rule those damn humans!
Humans should not be removed.
I feel like if you're mad about about having your spotlight stolen, wouldn't it be better to look for a new one somewhere else?
This is my new spotlight now.
But you were just put with the decoy warship.
Well,
And I'm not trying to insult you. If it weren't for...
just shut up. I don't have time to be messing with you, especially now that you've destroyed the ship already. Ugh. We'll meet again. And as
I
he
don't know
says
if I
this,
want to.
As he says this, he spreads his wings and he flies off.
Wait, didn't Phoenix want to burn
Oh,
him?
that's right. So, as he tries to fly away, Phoenix was just kind of waiting for him to finish talking. And as he did, Phoenix turns one of their hands into a flaming sword, goes up, and in one swift strike, slices through Albatross.
Well, look who won't meet anyone again.
And as he stares down at Phoenix, and before he can finish, he explodes.
Sorry, guys, it's just so tempting.
And so Tamaskin is still being held on to with the other hand by Phoenix, and Tamaskin, he's not quite sure how to feel about this.
I don't get it. It seems so petty.
Phoenix puts Tamaskin on Erogian. Well, I guess for some people it's petty, for others it's just what was most important. I mean, I can kind of relate in a way. I mean, if the Maverick Hunters were disbanded instead of Repliforce, I might feel the same way he did.
But I feel like we could have helped him there.
Maybe.
I will never know.
Now, I do see for just like a moment, for just a split second, Phoenix's flames. Actually, what color are Phoenix's flames? Just so I can have that image.
Blue.
Mm,
His favorite color is blue.
I would say white.
Okay.
Damn. I was wrong.
Yeah.
So, for just a split second, the white flames changed to a purplish color. Just for a split second, and then they went back to white.
Hey guys, I'll be back in a second.
All right.
Does he actually notice this?
Let's all roll to see if anyone actually notices.
Well, I was gonna say if Phoenix realized he could be like,
Oh,
huh.
does Phoenix realize? That here, I can DM you the reason, and you can tell me.
I was gonna say, must be a glitch.
Yeah, Lugwasp doesn't get it.
There, I sent you what's going on.
You know what would be funny? Hold on, I'll DM you back.
Okay. Also, Tamaskin does not notice either.
Does Phoenix himself notice or no?
That I will leave that up to you.
I feel like he does because like I think he would feel it.
Yeah, because he had that sensor. I remember from the
Yeah.
last session we established. So yeah. Then yes, he would most likely know.
Must be getting a glitch. I'll work that out with Kate later.
So that was the decoy. What do we do now?
What city was this heading to? I mean, he mentioned that we weren't supposed to destroy the decoy that fast, so maybe it was meant to hold us up rather than purely divert our attention.
There, I DM'd you.
Okay. Yeah, let me read that really quick.
I mean, I don't know. I'm no tactician. I think, is that what a tactician does? I don't know. I'm not an English professor. I'm not a lot of things.
Maybe if you're right about that, that they were just trying to divert people. Maybe it wasn't meant for us specifically, but the Maverick Hunters. Which means that the actual ship shouldn't be too far off.
Well, we still have a means of getting to it quickly. We just have to find it.
And they all look together and they nod. And with that, they tell Erosian to continue flying. And they go off. Now, I think this is a good stopping point. But
yeah,
it's up to you guys. If you want to keep going, we can keep going. But I think this is a pretty solid stopping point.
Yeah.